and welcome back to the WHHI Daily News. Dr. Debi Lynes has joined us once again. We're in July, Debi. Can you believe it?
Exactly. And congratulations again on Oliver. We talked about it last week, and I tell you
sweet.
what, it was phenomenal.
Well, I'm sad and glad.
Yes, exactly.
Ready to have, some free time, and looking forward to talking with you today about resources.
We're going to talk about resources today. I think one of the things that's really fun for me is going to therapy is really important, but also doing things at home, self-help, can really make the difference when it comes to your health and wellness, especially mental health. And I brought along a couple of my very favorite things ever. Okay. And the first one I'm going to go to, just because you got with Oliver.
Okay.
Right? This is my favorite book ever. It's called The Parallel Process. And a parallel process really is about parenting. And talking about parenting in a way that isn't do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, as much as in a way of saying, as you're growing and raising kids, everything is a parallel process. We probably have never raised kids before, so if this is our first or even fourth kid, they're individuals. And unless we go on a parallel process with them, unless we do work as they're doing work, it's not going to be as effective. In other words, I can tell you what to do. I have to show you.
Is that what it means?
Correct.
That you don't just say, go paint the fence.
That's exactly right.
You go out and help paint the fence too.
It's really modeling. It's really about modeling. You can't tell someone to have integrity.
Right, you have to demonstrate integrity.
That's exactly right. And that's really a parallel process. If I'm and I hate to even use this, but if I'm eating M&Ms and I'm saying you can't have any more candy, or if I'm on my phone,
and saying,
and I'm saying
don't use your phone,
then again, yes, I'm the adult, and I am allowed to have more hours on the phone than you are, but again, I think kids really see that as, wait, I don't get it.
Kids watch adults all the time when we don't even realize that they're watching us. And I am concerned that adults don't think that way, and many adults don't think about them as being the role models for whether it's their grandchildren, their children, their nieces, their nephews, but these kids are always watching.
So I love how we're going to talk about resources, but really what we're going to talk about today is parenting, because to your point and what you're saying, I think sometimes we as parents, and me too, have viewed my kids as products. If I give them this and I show them this and I tell them this, and I say, well, when I was a kid, this is what you did, and I observe you doing this, Robyn, as a 7-year-old. If you did it this way, it would be better. Yes, that's all well and good, but you're not a product. You're a real life person, and with a real life personality and temperament.
And every child is unique.
That's
every
right.
child is different, and different personalities respond in different ways to adults.
Well, and again, you just got finished with Oliver, which is a show full of a lot of different kids, personalities, developmental ages, and I guarantee you that there was not a one size fits all for the way you taught them.
No. So Diane Fisher-Simmons and I directed it, and so we had to kind of figure out those first few weeks how we would work with each child, or even the adults.
Well, because you want them to all show up in their best light.
Absolutely.
But it's up to me to help that.
Very good. You've got another book over there
I
want you to talk about
Actually,
really quickly.
I really love this book. This is Catherine Pittman's book. It's called Rewire Your Anxious Brain.
Now, let's say I don't think I have an anxious brain, but do you think that's something that all of us should read?
Absolutely, because here's what we know from our gazillion talks about this. All brains are wired to worry, number one. All brains are prediction machines, okay? And all brains are wired with anxiety for survival. Okay. And I know we're out of time.
I know, but Rewire Your Anxious Brain.
Yes.
Good book. We can talk more about that.
Let's do next time.
All right, good. Thank you. Debi Lynes with our Mind Your Health segment, and we'll be right back with more news. Don't go away.